Thank you very much, gentlemen. Yes, we are down here in the blind spot. I've got Monty, Maui, Launders joining me down here after that matchup. We've got some CS Inspired mixology tonight, Monty. It's more basic.
It's more basic. It's just beer. There aren't German
well,
cocktails.
We were trying to think about German cocktails.
There are German cocktails, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to drink some, like, Goldschlager or some Rumpelmans or garbage like that. Like, they never figured out how to make liquor in Germany.
No, just go there. I think that's fair enough. You know what? We need to talk about this game at hand because...
Do we?
I think that's...
Do we?
That's what we do and do not need to do.
Want to do this, guys?
I
Maybe
mean,
for the sake of Fnatic.
I don't think I've seen, you know, such a
nice words for Fnatic?
one-sided match between Swedes and a German side in like about 80 years. So
the references.
The Germans made everybody else look like bratwurst today.
Okay. I didn't bring any puns. That's why I didn't know we were bringing puns.
All right.
we got the German food puns and the World War II analogies in all at the same time. Good job, Maui.
They couldn't be any worse.
Stop.
All right. All right.
But like, it actually kind of couldn't, because I think we were setting up coming into this. Yeah, we were kind of viewing Mouse as potentially the favorites, but two sides are kind of still finding their identity, and it almost, James was saying it during the game, it just seemed like Mouse were in control for basically the entire best of 3 series.
I was just thinking about that 2020 RMR stickers for Fnatic makes their logo look like Cheetos.
That's the highlight for Fnatic in the past year.
Unfortunately, I don't know if that is. Yeah, there's not there. Yeah, this is.
Don't you think Cheetos would have been better when Flusha was on the team?
Okay,
Oh.
dude,
We're going there.
that's not bad. That's not bad. He would I think he'd laugh. I think he'd like crack a smile for that one on his stream for sure. Like he would.
I'm just here to make jokes, guys. That's all I could do.
At least Jorginho looked kind of decent at times.
Yeah.
I'll give him props, actually.
He has been consistently looking decent.
I like Jorginho. So far, the initiative he's taking with the op, it kind of reminds me of Nevera just a little bit. It's kind of in your face, early stuff, but he's got the skill to back it up right now, so maybe expand his individual playbook just a little bit, but...
He's like the junior of France.
I think he's doing better than Junior right now.
Yeah, with the hair.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
As well, I did an interview with
You say
Jorginho, and he said he was taking inspiration from Junior
Always Belgian.
for his hair as well, which is, I think, kind of interesting. He looks at him as the best hair in Counter-Strike.
That's a mega fun fact.
Yeah, mega fun
What's
fact.
important is it's a move because they have to prop each other up because they can't actually go too many places with their hair anyways.
True.
So they've got to agree that this is the best hair. Not that they don't really have a choice.
Jorginho actually said off camera that he got a huge perm because that's to copy Junior, actually.
Just
not,
messaged you
Yeah.
on Steam.
not natural.
He messaged you on Steam and say that?
Yeah,
Yo,
just
by the
DMs
way.
me sometimes. He's like, I
call
got my
him
perm,
Jack?
Maui, how does it look? And he takes a selfie and sends it. No, I'm not, yeah.
We're on first name basis.
Yeah, we're mutuals on Twitter. You
Okay.
know, you know.
You know the vibes.
I just kind of wonder, like, what you guys need to stop.
I'm gonna leave.
It's been 2 days.
Yeah, to stop us on the desk.
Frankly, I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
that?
I've never installed TikTok, so I don't even know
Deadass.
what
Deadass?
this. I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know what you.
Cap?
Say
That's
wallahi.
Cap. That's
Say
Cap.
Take that in.
Do you understand this, Freya?
Semi-understand. Maybe we should split the tables into boomers versus zoomers.
Freya's a
Is
boomer
this
at heart.
Well, I was going to ask you a little bit about your thoughts on Jorginho and how he's been kind of integrating into this new role as well, because obviously not the best of showings for Fnatic, but are we kind of seeing any switch-ups from now he's taken over the AWP and not on the rifle so much?
It's kind of like when, it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of like when Mihu went over to Virtus Pro when it was already too late, you know? And it's like they need the new talent on the team, but their old talent looks like they've given up already. So the new talent, like him, he looks good, and so does Brolin consistently, but it's never enough to keep it going. And it's kind of like sad because what happens is there'll be like another team in Sweden, maybe the next one we don't know about yet, or NIP or something. They get some real injection, or they've had, if they got a fresh roster completely, and their odds are way higher of becoming good again. But like Fnatic or Virtus Pro, they just really feel like they're on their way out. As James said in the cast, it's kind of depressing.
Yeah, they just feel a little too slow. It's just one piece here, but like 5 months too late. And then the next piece will probably come 5 months too late again. And then it just feels like there's this cycle of people losing motivation on the team or not really finding their role or their way. And in the Fnatic style, where it feels like they always land on their feet, that just doesn't feel like it's the case right now.
Well, I'm wondering if James is going to be on his feet at all after this. What are you going for today, James?
Why are you judging me, Freya? Going for
One
a white
margarita
beer.
yesterday.
I'm going for a white beer. I can do white beer.
I thought you'd maybe concoct a cocktail.
What did you
perhaps.
put in that margarita, man?
Yeah, it was.
I couldn't fly drones yesterday. I was like, I'm out of commission.
He almost got arrested for flying drones.
I think there was like.
I'm just gonna walk off the set.
Goodbye. I think there was like 2 ounces of tequila, which is pretty normal.
He's just
2 to 3 ounces, and then
He's
like
the lightest weight.
The biggest lightweight.
half
ever.
an ounce of Cointreau or triple sec, and then some lime juice.
Well, we'll come back to the
Basically
drinks
it.
because I believe we do have a very special person on the line with us. I believe we have ropz to be checking in with after that win. First of all, congratulations, man. Can you just walk me through the dominant performance that we saw on Overpass from you guys? What do you think your strengths were there?
Yeah, ropz, tell us.
Yeah, firstly, thank you very much. We hardly met any resistance from Fnatic. I think they were maybe more unfortunate today, but we definitely capitalized on them making those mistakes, and it was very smooth sailing. We never really hit a wall. Maybe perhaps on Inferno towards the end, just on the first half when they started getting rounds. Then it was maybe them climbing back into the match, but other than that, I think we were in the front seat the whole time.
Do you feel them innovating when you play against them? Like on Inferno, when I looked at your T half looked really cool and like really well played, and Dexter I think had a great game calling. But like for Fnatic, it didn't cause you much trouble. Obviously, they didn't play their best today. But did you feel like it was easy the whole time? Do you feel like when you run into Fnatic, it's not going to be that difficult, or do you think you guys just owned so hard they looked bad?
I think it's a little bit of everything, definitely. I think they were slightly unfortunate, as I said. I don't want to say bad because obviously there's already good players over on Fnatic, so we just capitalized on their mistakes. And I mean, personally, I think I just hit most of the timings correct, so maybe that's why my games look so smooth today, and I got a nice T side on the Inferno. But in general, with Dexter, whatever we called it tended to work out, so we just didn't meet any resistance.
What's Dexter's favorite part about Europe?
He wants to say the bitches, doesn't he? He wants to look at his face. Like the exotic chicks or something. Yeah, guilty.
Probably no crazy animals over here.
No crazy animals.
Crazy killer spiders.
Like spiders, everything can't kill you in Europe. No stonefish in Europe, I guess. That's cool.
It's not you, ropz. Aren't you his favorite part of Europe?
I can't say that.
He's blushing. It's completely red. Okay, you're.
I have a question for ropz. Did you get banned from you wearing Gucci slides on stage?
I just don't wear them. They're so fucking uncomfortable.
Wow. Jesus. Wow. Massive rip.
Gucci sponsor
giving you
over.
high praise for them earlier.
Versace,
Fair
your
enough.
best friend.
Any other questions for ropz before we let him get off?
Yeah. I mean, I just want to ask about like Kerrigan versus Dexter. Just like you must be missing Kerrigan. I mean, missing Kerrigan was like what you initially said, I think, because of course such a great IGL. But like Dexter's clearly doing really well. Was a system change really hard and different, or is it just kind of comfortable? And are things moving in the right direction?
We're all adapting well, I would say. I guess the biggest difference is just like the micromanaging part. I would say Kerrigan is probably the best in the world in just putting the team to do what he wants, and that's what he excelled at. With Dexter, we're all giving him more input and trying to make the round work like that we're all kind of more vocal. So I would say that's like the only difference. Other than that, I think it's a great IGL, and he's showing that you can also frag quite good today, so it's looking good.
I'm curious what the objectives are for Mouse right now. Like, what are you guys saying in the camp? I mean, I feel like it's a little bit, it's lofty to say, let's just try to win a major. So, I mean, what's the day by day for you guys?
Well, the day by day is just fixing those mistakes and nailing down all the just the small mistakes. I mean, actually recently we've been playing very well against the lower ranked teams, so we are definitely happy for that. We just haven't had that many big results against the higher ranked teams, but like we've done well in qualifiers. We haven't really had any problems facing lower ranked teams, and I think it just shows that we're becoming more consistent. And I think our next step is just to solidify ourselves in the top 10.
One final question for you, ropz, because you guys are going to be going on to face Big in your next matchup here at Flashpoint 3. So I just wondered what your thoughts were of the team, considering what we saw of them earlier versus Complexity.
Well, we were actually playing ourselves, getting ready for a match, practicing. So no idea what they did today, but we'll definitely have an eye on it. From the last couple of times we played, we were successful beating them. So I think if it all goes well, I think history will repeat itself and we'll take the win.
Well, ropz, thank you so much for your time.
Wait.
Sorry.
I've got
James,
an idea.
whoa.
I've got an idea,
It's
right?
like WWE.
So
Just
since
walks
ropz hates Gucci slides, I reckon
Okay.
we should send ropz like 4 different types of like slides.
Oh, a slide review.
We should probably put Crocs in there as well, even though I'm not really for it.
Oh, man.
And just get like a tier list from ropz
Yeah.
on like shoes.
Don't sleep on Crocs.
So like slides and things
ropz,
like that.
how
What
are
do
you
think?
feeling about Crocs making a comeback as well? Have you got thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean,
She's sensible.
I'm definitely a guy who wears slides with socks though, so they have to look good with socks.
Okay, that's the criteria for you, James. We'll let James get
We'll
on
do
with
a care
that.
package and you can give us a tier list maker with the slides we send you.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds amazing. Well, ropz, we'll let you get on and get some rest after that match. Thank you so much for checking in. Congratulations again, man.
ropz,
Thank
can we
you.
get a sheesh? Or
Sheesh.
6 out of 10.
I feel bad for ropz. He had to deal with us and Fnatic, and both of us were drinking during that last map. So
Well, I think we can take a quick recap of our bracket in case you guys have missed out on any of the action today. Of course, we had our 2 best of 3s going on earlier. Monty, as you mentioned, we haven't seen any 3 mappers yet at Flashpoint 3.
no,
Not living up to the name.
yeah, we still haven't seen 2 maps either.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Train and we haven't seen Vertigo.
yeah, that's crazy. We just got overpassed for the first time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that is actually nuts. Ancient also hopefully will come through eventually.
Yeah.
Not in this tournament though, Launders.
Yeah.
In FP4.
It's bad
That would
joke.
be a bit of a surprise.
Train and Vertigo, not just matchmakers' least favorite map, but also teams, apparently.
Well, that does leave
It's
us
actually
with
true though. Those are the 2 least picked maps in pro.
I mean,
as well.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the meta develop where teams just start banning Train because they don't want to practice it if they're going to be not using it going forward in future RMRs
I mean, this
of
is
the major.
the last tournament potentially that we'll be seeing it
Yeah,
in, right?
we don't
with
know.
the other
but
RMR crossovers.
probably.
Yeah,
Probably,
yeah. Yeah, I think that would be kind of exciting to see.
Man, this losers bracket.
This is
brutal.
shocking.
Yeah.
This is shocking.
It's brutal.
Because reminder here, Vitality and OG, one of them is leaving without any RMR points, and same thing with Complexity and Fnatic. So
Yeah.
this is rough.
Instantly savage. I mean, I've got all my picks right, but still, it's like it just like what? How is this the lower bracket? Looking at all those names.
Yeah, it is pretty nuts.
I think OG are my dark horse to win the majors, so this is going to be really unfortunate if they don't win a match here.
Well, Flashpoint 2, let's throw it back to that, right? Lower bracket, literally every single group
Yeah.
makes it to the grand final.
They-
Didn't win, but
Yeah, they got killed by substitute Genji, and then they ran it back and eliminated Cloud9 from the
yeah,
tournament.
they were the reason why Cloud9
They got Henry G
didn't make it.
fired. I blame Alexi B.
Mastermind.
I'm feeling kind of sad with Vitality as well. Secretly, a little bit of a, well, not so secretly, a French CS fan. Kind of thought they might be making a bounce back in here. I don't know when we're doing our power rankings, but might have fucked up a little bit with that.
I think that
Potentially,
it's the worst I've ever seen Vitality.
yeah.
Turns out
It's
it's
really
really
bad.
hard to play 3v5 Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Who are the two people that are missing?
Actually, there's 3 people missing.
Sorry?
Right?
Who are the 2 people missing?
You needed to ask.
Yeah, just for the audience, Lex.
You name names.
Yeah, same.
You can say them
I feel
backwards.
like that's like really low to be like, wow, Kyojin and Masuda really have been underperforming.
But see, I feel like you're mischaracterizing, because if it was 3v5, then they wouldn't be like absorbing resources on the team or like giving money over to their opponents from dying. So in some ways, it would be better if it was just 3v5, right?
Yeah.
Zaiwu 1v9.
I was actually
honestly.
going to say, like, Zaiwu kind of counts as 2
Let's go.
players, so I don't know.
I've never seen Frey's head from this angle before.
Okay.
Oh.
Comment.
Where is this going?
Nowhere really. This is what it's but I know we can just move on swiftly. I don't know.
James, I'm going to give you a little bit of a forfeit because of that. We've got
Oh, God,
our
it's not
segment.
alcohol, is it, right?
I've forgotten my prop for this
Okay.
segment, but
Actually, I haven't seen Maui's head from this
it's
angle.
rock bottom
the rock
time.
today, man?
So we're going to be going into our rock bottom segment, which yesterday it was Lex and Monty who were painting the rocks. Now, Maui, I think you should be going up alongside James Bardolph.
But we're painting.
Launders wanted to though.
Well, I think the height difference between you and James is even better. So
All right,
I
that's
think
fine.
we should
that's
do that.
fine. We'll do it.
So
And then I'm doing tomorrow.
You know, Monty,
you're doing
you're
tomorrow
6 foot.
Launders.
Okay.
Right, and so I make Monty look a bit small. This is going to be
Okay, let's
my
get over
son.
here.
Come on, son.
So if anybody isn't familiar
I'm just
with
also
our
going
rock bottom
down to-
segment, we are picking the team eliminated first. Monty, you picked Sprout yesterday for this.
I did. Well,
This
I
is the
didn't want to
scale.
pick Sprout. It's only because Lex picked
Yeah.
Vitality before I could get to it.
The thing was,
Yes.
you
Sorry,
can paint
man.
so well. I wanted to see you do a hard logo. You know, you picked like the easiest
Yeah.
logo and did it so well.
Where's the? I'm
Yeah, we-
taking the bigger
So we
rock.
got to start
Yeah,
doing this.
take which rock
Taking
you
the-
fancy.
I'll
I mean,
say
that's
this,
a
though.
tiny rock.
Monty, your
spray
logo
small
was
rock.
really impressive.
Yeah.
This one's so
fantastic.
small also.
Oh, you
At
got,
least it's
oh,
flat. At
Wait,
least this
are we
one's
doing
flat.
two? What are we doing here? What
No,
am
no,
I?
no, no. Pick your rock. Pick which
Dude,
rock you
whoever
want.
gets stuck with this one is screwed. This is
Taking your seat.
this is actually just.
I used to throw
That's a
stones
mini-
like that.
yeah,
this
no,
is
that's-
vulgar. This is a vulgar rock,
God.
actually. I
Zoom in on it.
That's a phallus.
This is a phallic rock, yeah. Can we zoom?
It's just a rock. What's wrong with you?
So, who-
But it's still a rock. just a
Don't let him bully you.
I
James
didn't-
is
I
pretending he
didn't
wouldn't
say
say
it.
the exact same thing.
Young
if he was
hungry
only rocking
rock.
it.
He just didn't.
Yeah.
He just didn't see it
So what is
first.
the purpose of this? What am I doing with this rock? Freya?
So let's give a bit of preface.
Yeah, where
to
do we
this.
have- I don't-
We've got obviously 16 teams here, and we're each going to pick which team we think will be eliminated first from the competition. Yesterday, Monty picked Sprout and Lex picked Vitality. And once one team has been picked, that means nobody else can pick that said team. So you guys have got to pick which team you think is going to be eliminated first. But it can't be Sprout, it can't be Vitality, and then you have to paint the logo onto your rock. As we've seen, if you want to take some inspiration, look at that plant pot over there. That's the lovely Vitality logo, courtesy
Okay.
of
You
Lex.
You can see what color I picked. You already know what team.
You don't have to use the paintbrushes.
Can I see the bracket?
Yeah, no,
again?
no,
Can I
no.
see
You
the
have to
losers
use the
bracket?
paintbrushes. You can't draw on it, Maui.
That's what Mike just gave me.
What? No, no.
I want to
no,
see the
no,
losers
it's rock
bracket.
Painting.
Show it to me now.
It's rock painting.
Gosh.
Maui. You got to paint with a paintbrush.
All right.
okay?
No
Hello,
comprende.
Where are the brushes? All I see is Bombay Sapphire.
They're
Okay.
not stolen. They're in the kitchen. I cleaned them.
Oh, can you get her like over here in the stream?
What are you up to, Lex?
This is
Look at this. Incredible.
If I do that, will you give me food as well?
yeah. If only you could.
All right. What am I
So-
doing again?
For the third time, James.
Yes.
You've got to draw, or you've got to paint. We've now got paintbrushes. Which team you think will be eliminated first from the competition? It can't be Sprout. It can't be Vitality. And it can't be whoever Maui is actually drawing on the fucking rock.
You're not.
Oh,
it-
okay.
Are you not supposed to?
Well, I was given markers.
I mean, you're meant to paint on it, Maui.
I'm just following what the director said. So
I think maybe people are intimidated
really,
by your beautiful Sprout logo
really fault me for
yesterday.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
It
Yeah.
was really good.
So who are you going to pick, James? Because it's like a double-edged sword. You've got to think about what you can actually draw as well.
I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to do...
Already.
You used a marker, Maui. Flip it over and try again.
No, that'll get stuff on the bench.
I'm gonna
I mean,
do
on the bar, so I can't actually
cop
do
out.
that.
You can only do that
Oh, no,
if you
we'll
know
do that
what team
one,
it
that
is, James.
I'm going to do Anonymo.
Oh.
I haven't seen them play.
Yeah, you're.
No.
you're
But you
doing
know
this
what? I
for
kind
me.
of want to pick like...
I'm done.
I don't know. I'm going to try.
Get
Let me
this.
see. Where's the black?
James, you got to pick one eventually.
I'll pick another
I've
mode.
already done it. I'm
Oh,
good.
What on
Ooh.
earth?
I mean,
Wait,
it's
what team
good,
is that?
but you have cheated.
I know. I can't really like.
I think you need to go again.
No,
back
you need to go over with paint. You see the paint,
Fine,
man.
fine.
There's a Fnatic orange right there.
Fnatic orange.
Yeah.
Where-
Okay,
there's
so
no orange.
meanwhile,
Oh, there it is. That's
whilst
a red.
these guys somehow eventually draw a logo, we're going to talk about Destination
If I put
Land.
my microphone in my glass, can you hear like the sea? Is it like a seashell?
Thanks, James.
It also,
Yeah.
it might get electrocute. I get.
Can you hear anything?
Okay, I mean, we can hear everything. James.
It still works as a functional microphone, James.
Hello, beer.
Well, whilst we have 2 minutes, whilst James is occupied, let's talk about our next segment, Destination Land, because lands will eventually be coming back, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we're going to talk about our dreamland destination. So is there anything that springs to mind for you guys of where you'd love to see a land be held when they do eventually come back?
Launders wants to say Hooters.
Are you
That's a good answer.
big
Just
fan
turn
of
off your mic
Hooters?
after that, James. You have to have a discourse. The moon. Where would be the #1 land destination?
Yeah.
Selfishly, I want to go to Tokyo and also Australia, probably. So those
Yeah.
are gonna be. And also, I think the Australian crowd probably
Australian crowds
like,
are really fun.
overall. Like, I mean, how crazy? I mean, they were stacking beer cups on one side and then doing shoeys on the other, and constantly had chants going. I mean, they were good.
You ever done a shoey?
I have actually done a shoey.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I was about to say, well, you're about to do one. But I feel like you've already done it. You've
Probably
already
could,
experienced
yeah.
that.
What
I
was
could.
the experience like?
Give me a beer, I'll do
Fuzzy?
it.
Doing fuzzy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, you want like a new shoe, like a fresh shoe, honestly, if you're going to have to do a shoey for the
I've had
first
this
time.
one for a while.
That's
Yeah.
so grim.
Get this, guys.
You don't want to like pick your gym shoes.
Yeah,
For a
no,
shoe.
no,
Oh,
that's
that's
not okay.
nice.
Let's go.
Wow.
I got this, guys.
Okay.
Zoom in on
that's-
Maui's
Oh,
rock.
you have an art bone in your body. That's good.
How did you guys get sparkles?
Oh, look at the James group.
Oh, this is disappointing.
Hey,
Somehow I have.
Yeah,
James just made me feel.
put it up on the shelf somewhere nice, Maui.
Okay.
Show it off.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you reach the shelf? I can help you if you need.
You could put some
I
whiskers
can't.
on it.
I
Meowie.
can't reach it. Where I don't know where to put it. Oh, this thing. This. Okay.
Okay.
Maui's
well,
actually
well,
6 foot.
Well, once they figure that
Odd job,
out,
though.
maybe Monty, have you got any dream destinations you wanna hold land?
Australia is really good, I have to say. I did an Overwatch of practical though. See, the problem with doing a LAN in the Australian or Asian time zones is that they're actually horrible for Counter-Strike viewership.
Yeah.
They're really, really bad.
I like it when I'm in Hawaii. It's like nice. I just kind of end my evening with it, or yeah, it's good. That's just me. That's just selfish, I suppose.
So
Move to Hawaii.
yeah, I'm trying to think of somewhere that would be practical.
Maybe Atlantis is up there for me.
Atlantis.
Or Atlanta.
Castle in the Sky,
Okay, yeah.
Atlantis.
Brazil.
Come to Brazil.
Like the. Oh crap!
my
What?
God.
This guy just broke
Sorry,
everything.
We didn't need that.
I actually am very sad that we didn't get the Rio Major last year because I think that would be really fun. I think Brazil would be really high up on my list because the crowds are sick there, and I think the energy and the atmosphere would be really, really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of a couple places where the concrete actually like shakes when they've got like a crazy crowd.
Are you trying to say something about their infrastructure, or?
No, just it's like giant concrete stadiums that shake. It's like pretty impressive.
Okay.
At the Boston Major also, I think I wasn't there, but I heard it was shaking.
I think they would have like a semi-football hooligan crowd type, which I think makes for a great atmosphere. So I would enjoy that. I think it was Istanbul as well, which had a similar thing. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
Galatasaray-esque fans, just like
Okay, I had
You
so
know,
one of
popping off.
my subscribers. Shout out to Broken Stool, my trolliest subscriber on
Oh my
Twitch.
God.
He was
My biggest stream.
I was gonna meet him at in Turkey after Blast Istanbul 2018, and we were there, and and then the event, basically everyone who wasn't a Space Soldiers fan left as soon as they got eliminated, or everyone who was left as soon as they got eliminated, and they didn't make the finals, so the stadium was like empty for the finals. It was kind of hilarious, and I messaged my sub after the game. I was like, "Yo, if you want to say hi, like I can come say hi." He's like, "Oh, I already left. Like Space Soldiers got eliminated." I was like, "Did you come to see me first of all?" And then I was like, "Fine." And then we went to go. I was like, "Let's go to a kebab place or something." So I met him at this place, and I remember I went to cross the street and then got out in front of the in front of the venue, and then I went to call him, and then Connor came right after. Scrawny was with me, and he's like, dude, this freaking asshole almost hit me with his Porsche. And then this guy gets out of a Porsche and walks up and he goes, oh, Launders. And he's like, dude, this asshole almost walked in front of my Porsche. And he's like, oh, Scrawny, what's going on?
That's astonishing.
The food was great.
I have been jealous of a couple of the CS events, though. So the one in Santorini in Greece, like selfishly, even though I think there are other places that give great crowds, if I had to pick some place that would be really fun, and also the one that Face It did in Cancun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, James was there for the madness of that.
I almost broke my spine on a jet ski.
Oh.
How does that not surprise me?
Freya spent enough time with me to know it's run-of-the-mill day with James Barloff. That was great, though. That was really cool. And I think we introduced, like, the region to a lot of players who started going there afterwards. I can hear myself twice. But anyway, that was, Cancun was awesome. I think hopefully it'd be cool if we could do something like that one day in the future. Because the World Poker Tour, right, they used to have this series. World Poker Tour used to have this series where they would go to all these exotic locations, and like there was one where they did it in Aruba, and Shana Hyatt was the host, would just turn up on a jet ski like, welcome to the World Poker Tour, and it'd be outdoors in like some windy place, just about
The cards are everywhere, just flying
Some
around.
of the cards just stayed put, but it was like a great location, and I always wanted to see something like that in Counter-Strike. Basically, I thought that would be awesome. So
That'd be cool.
It was great.
I think we should take a moment to relive some of the most iconic LAN destinations that we have seen. I think we've got a couple up here ready to have a look at. I think we've got to talk about the LAN Access Arena for Cologne as well as being, one of the greatest of all time in terms of Counter-Strike, and the audience that we see there as well is always consistently incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. We get this one up.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
These
The
shots are
one
surreal.
time ESL hired me for an event, it was in Cologne, and when I came out to look at the arena for the first time, just the seating was so imposing. I was like, oh shit, some shit's gonna go down here on the live days. That was great fun. So that was that is a very special arena.
Yeah.
Oh, I commentated here. The Bell Center. One day we went in and they had got us tickets to watch a hockey game the day before, so we were in Boxius watching the hockey game, and then the next day they they built the stage over where the ice was, and we were commentating on the stage.
Oh, damn.
That was kind of cool. Yeah.
They did that in one day?
Yeah, overnight, yeah.
Really?
Overnight,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It was
That's
actually
incredible.
insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was where 6th Invitational was, and then obviously SSC Arena in Wembley. I think, honestly, James, I think this is probably one of my favorite crowds that we've ever.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We
British
had
crowd's amazing.
UK crowds there.
Yeah.
I did a League of Legends World Championship out of there, and it was really fun. The crowd was great. The venue was really fun.
There's actually a swimming pool under the floor there.
Yes, secret swimming pool.
This is where the major will be held, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And in fact, fun fact, that is where the Flashpoint 1 finals were supposed to be held.
Oh.
I used to do Street Fighter in there for DreamHack when they did events there back in the day. I'd be doing the Street Fighter at all the events in Europe for DreamHack. Good times.
I think I went there for, was it Masters was in Stockholm, a couple of years? 2018? Yeah. And the crowd was absolutely nuts there. Swedish crowds always deliver. They're always crazy.
Was that the one where Plobsky was like, I was a huge fan of NIP last year, and now I'm on their team.
Iconic. I think we've also got to maybe have a look at some destinations that potentially didn't go so well as well. I think maybe when we talk about Counter-Strike, there's one that comes to mind
Katowice.
for everybody. Maybe not that one. Gamers Paradise, anybody?
Oh, I wasn't there. That was the one where I think they took everyone's passports in the hotel because they didn't pay they didn't pay properly to the hotel, so took everyone's passports.
Oh God.
No.
Is that the one?
We're going for this one
This
first.
is in Blackpool, Norbreck Castle. It's like a
What's
giant
this?
fake castle made from paper mache, which is just the worst.
You just spit too much when you're talking and the walls just melt or something?
It's Phoenix Nights. Oh God. Outside in the Middle East. Oh, this isn't
Oh,
ESL,
or
whatever.
That's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
that was.
Virtus Pro.
Yeah, where the PC's overheated.
Sweating mouse pads. Sweating on the mouse
They're
pads.
playing
My PC is
110 degree
overheating.
weather.
So why does this keep happening in esports? Outside events,
Innovation.
one of two things always happens. The PCs overheat,
Yeah.
or the sun gets in players' eyes. These
Because
always happen.
If we didn't have these events outside, then gamers would never even know what outside
Okay.
looked like.
I actually take that back. events that are outside that are not organized by OGN. In fact, one of the best events I ever did was on the beach in Busan in South Korea, and it was fucking incredible. But
the Mykonos one was out. Well, some of it was outside, right?
Where the set was blowing away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the tent fell on the floor.
There we go.
but also like OGN was on another level of like production and skill because they had done a lot of beach events in the past, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it wasn't just a little
Super good.
pop-up tent that was not strapped down.
There you go. There's the one.
Yeah,
you
there we
wanted.
go. That's a game paradise. And okay, there's some context behind this
The
one.
esports cruise ship.
Yeah,
That was,
okay.
yeah.
So, anybody knows producer here, Mike Bembenek, his dream is to do a LAN on a cruise ship. And when I first joined Face It, he set me a task of trying to organize this on a cruise ship. I spent a week trying to contact cruise
Oh my
ship
God, he
companies.
trolled you that hard.
And they were like, what the fuck do you, like, why the fuck do you want to do this? Like, there's actually no way we can do this. But he's still dreaming. Living the dream.
So
He is a
Potentially living
dreamer.
the dream.
So-
hold on.
Anyway,
Okay. What's balancing the tables and Wi-Fi?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no, okay.
So I think that this is just me thinking about it, but I think there are ways you could do it. So
No, there are.
Yeah. I think once Elon Musk's Starlink like saturates the sky and blots out the stars, then we'll just have internet anywhere. So
true.
we can fix that problem.
Okay.
I think that's a quicker solution than anything else.
And secondly, if you really wanted to go all out, I'm sure there is a way where you schedule the entire cruise ship to go overnight to different locations, have sets
Yes.
on Caribbean islands, unload all the people, do the event, do each day's competition at a new location or a couple days at one location, get back onto the ship, go for a day, and then go somewhere else.
See, this is
That
where
sounds awesome.
This is like
It does sound awesome.
The talent and production, everyone else get to enjoy their time. The players have to constantly think about being a max performance. They don't even drink like from island to island.
the humidity
They're just
levels
thinking
are
about their next match 'cause
changing.
you made the
All right,
prize pool
so
like $1.5 million, and they're just like trying their hardest.
I want to know from Frey if you found other solutions, though.
Well,
Those are my guesses.
I think the biggest solution was just docking the ship and then potentially getting Ethernet on board. But there was a FIFA event where they tried to do this, and I think that was a tipping point for Mike. Then when he just went, nah, actually, like fuck this, let's not try to do this.
Yeah, and also the cost would be crazy if you were
Right?
making multiple sets. But if you did it, I think there's a way that you could be creative over like 3 weeks where you kind of stay in port at one location for long enough. And then, for group stage, you do it one place, then everybody gets on the ship, you film a bunch of content over the next few days, and then you get off like the next weekend and there's another set
Yeah.
up somewhere. But that would be really difficult.
Flashpoint 4? maybe?
Floating Flashpoint 2022.
Float point?
You'll see
Float
it.
point.
Yeah, floating point.
Float point. Yeah.
Well, I don't think we can add anything more to this conversation.
No, I
We
can actually.
found, oh, okay.
I can.
Oh.
One more.
So this is like a boomer esports story. There was actually a tournament on a plane one time flying over the Atlantic. So a now defunct organization called GGL, which was Global Gaming League.
Admin for GGO.
There you go. So do you remember DJ Wheat casting from a plane?
No, but that sounds as horrible and incredible at the same time as you could imagine.
Actually,
Yes, this is a real thing that happened. I forget what it was. It was either CS or Quake. It was an FPS, I believe. And obviously, like, they were operating off of like ping, like plain internet ping in like 2004 or no, it was like 2005. But yeah, it was a thing that happened. And
Definitely ahead of his time.
Yeah.
so all
the
I'm
cruise ship
saying
idea.
is, if we could do it for 15 years ago, let's bring back
Yeah, that
plane
seems
tournaments.
way realistic.
I hope it wasn't voice activation. I was just casting
I
off
can't even
the
get on
top.
deathmatch from a plane. I tried. About
I was
2 years
queuing.
ago.
I was queuing Underlords on the plane, and I was just dropping every other game. So yeah, it was.
I
WhatsApp calls from planes.
So-
I get wasted on the plane on vodka
Call your
and
boys.
people, but I can't play deathmatch.
I actually don't know how GGL had this much money because like the plane was all painted in like GGL colors and everything like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so this sounds like a blind
Like
spot.
they're defunct.
So yeah, probably. So next time we should actually do some research for the blind spot and get the pictures of that. Maybe I can ask DJ Weed if he has any.
Now I'm just picturing like Quake pros on a plane, feeling super uncomfortable, trying to strafe jump everywhere, and it just sounds like a bad time to me.
Well, I think we need some
Yeah, no low
time
sense
to.
on the plane.
I just
to
need,
find-
if we do
trays.
one on a plane, I just need James at one point to say, I am sick of this motherfucking Maui snake on this motherfucking plane.
Oh, there we- wow. It'd be all worth it just for that line.
Well, we do have some more Counter-Strike to be getting on with tomorrow whilst we're organising Flashpoint 4 on a plane. We've got Heroic versus Sprout coming up first, and then it's G2 versus FaZe to be rounding off the day. Very excited to see these teams taken to the stage, and I think all there is left to say is thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining me up here. Thank you for your art on the rocks. Where did you end up placing them?
It's literally a bag of rocks.
Yeah, everybody's got to paint a rock, man.
Mine's over here.
James, do you like how they bought rocks instead of just going outside?
Who bags rocks?
Who buys rocks?
Yeah,
Like that.
guys.
Okay, well, whilst James breaks us out, I think we need to say goodbye. So thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow with more Flashpoint 3 action. Make sure you join us.